Guys, like, comment, subscribe, share the video, especially if you love MMA as much as I do. For Islam to beat Poirier, he would just have to fight very smart. I do think he's a better fighter than Dustin Poirier. I think he could finish Poirier. I don't think he really needs to. If he wins, it would be a boring fight. I do believe he would out-wrestle Dustin Poirier. He would just have to avoid big submissions off from being in Dustin's guard or being on the bottom if Poirier were to take him down for some reason. He would have to do the better of the strikes and avoid getting into a brawl with Dustin Poirier because Poirier has knocked people out before. So I wouldn't say there's a whole lot Islam needs to do that are a must. It's small things and just fighting smart. He needs to be aggressive, but he needs to be patient. He needs to be able to make this a technical striking match because I know that he would beat Dustin Poirier if it was that. He needs to avoid going into brawl mode, and he needs to be defensive, meaning he needs to avoid getting submitted because Poirier has submitted guys in the past, and he needs to avoid getting hit with a big punch. If he can do those things, which I think he does do, he should beat Dustin Poirier no problem. That's my opinion. And it sounds harsh because Poirier is a great fighter, but again, he needs to avoid the small things make a big difference in this fight. If you look back at Rockhold and Bisping, the second fight, outside, if Rockhold had fought like he was supposed to fight, he beats Michael Bisping. That's my opinion. He proved it the first time. So if Islam, that's a big thing. Islam needs to fight like he can fight. And he's already talked a little trash. He's talked about how Dustin really doesn't deserve this title fight. That's not really his place to say. He should be focused on bettering his skills and being able to beat guys he's supposed to beat convincingly. He shouldn't be worried about who deserves a title shot or any of that stuff. So if I was Islam, I would focus on fighting my fights, not worrying about who deserves this or that. Because if he fights Poirier, if Poirier is a superstar in the UFC, his paycheck goes up too. He's making a lot of money fighting Poirier. So again, if he does these things, he fights smart, he avoids getting finished, and keeps his head on his shoulders, and he fights his fight, these four things, he should beat Poirier no problem. If he beats him, he gets a submission. It would be late because Poirier is going to be fighting the whole time. If everything goes his way, he gets a fourth round arm triangle choke or rear naked choke over Poirier. That's what I see happening.